Hello and welcome to my Weekly Geekery, the show in which I talk about what's been going on in my geeky world over the past 7 days. Top story today is that the first cast members have been announced for the West End production of Hamilton, which arrives at the Victoria Palace Theatre in November. Giles Terrero will be playing Aaron Burr. His previous credits include Avenue Q, Jailhouse Rock and The Rat Pack. You may also recognise him from Horrible Histories, and he also made a really good documentary about Shakespeare called Muse of Fire, which I recommend checking out if you can. Playing Eliza will be Rachel Ann Goh, who has most recently starred in Les Miserables and Miss Saigon, and she's due to reprise her role in the latter on Broadway soon. Other cast members announced yesterday are Jason Pennycook as Jefferson and Lafayette, Rachel John as Angelica, Taryn Callender as Hercules Mulligan and Madison, Cleve September as John Lawrence and Philip, Obioma Ogawala as George Washington, and Christine Alado as Mariah Reynolds and Peggy. There's still a couple of main cast members to be announced, namely King George and Alexander Hamilton himself. But the cast is looking pretty fantastic so far. Tickets go on sale to the general public on Monday. John Hurt has died at the age of 77. His 6-decade-spanning career includes roles in The Naked Civil Servant, I, Claudius, Alien and the Elephant Man, and in recent years Harry Potter, Merlin and the War Doctor in Doctor Who. He has had so many amazing roles. A TV adaptation of Good Omens is in the works. The comedy series, based on the book by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, has been written by Gaiman himself, and he will also serve as showrunner. Episodes will first arrive on Amazon Prime, probably in 2018, and they will then be on the BBC. I am very excited. I love the book. I loved the BBC radio adaptation. I can't wait to see this. BBC Two has renewed Inside Number 9 for a 4th series. Series 3 of the show by Rhys Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton hasn't even started yet. It is due on the BBC shortly. So that's great news for fans of the show like me, at least 2 series to look forward to. A couple of other BBC comedies have been renewed as well. Upstart Crow is returning for a 2nd series with new cast members including Emma Thompson and Noel Fielding, and W1A is returning for a 3rd run and will begin filming in February. A new permanent expansion is being added to the Warner Brothers studio tour, The Making of Harry Potter in Watford. Last night it was announced that from the 31st of March visitors will be able to visit the Forbidden Forest, meeting magical creatures like Buckbeak and Aragog, walking under trees and changing the weather. I'm probably going to end up going back to the Warner Brothers studio tour this year. A whole bunch of character posters have been released to promote Disney's live-action remake of Beauty and the Beast. I'll link to the set below. We have ones for Emma Watson as Belle, Audra McDonald as Garderobe, Ian McKellen as Cogsworth, Ewan McGregor as Lumiere, Luke Evans as Gaston, Gugu Mbatha Raw as Plumette and Emma Thompson as Mrs. Potts, among others. But most interestingly, we have Dan Stevens as both the Beast and the Prince. We've only ever really seen the Beast before. So if you want to see Dan Stevens in his human form, then check out those posters. And finally, in Mouse Mention, something which is on TV soon now, which might be quite good, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. returns to the UK on Sunday the 29th of January at 9 PM on E4. We're on season 4 now, although I'm still on season 3. I've got a bit behind, but I'm happy to have it back. It's come on leaps and bounds since series 1. This has been my Weekly Geekery.